Am I the asshole for refusing to help my parents after they stole my college fund to pay for my brother's wedding to the girlfriend he got pregnant by cheating on me? Hold on, I gotta read that again. Am I the asshole for refusing to help my parents after they stole my college fund to pay for my brother's wedding to the girlfriend he got pregnant by her cheating on me? My brother got my girlfriend pregnant, and my parents threw me out so they could turn my bedroom into a nursery with my college fund. I was 19, he was 23. We'd been together for 2 years, and she was the first person I actually thought I'd marry someday. My brother had just moved back in with my parents after losing his job. Spent most days playing video games in the basement. I came home early from my part-time job one afternoon because I was sick. Walked into my house and heard sounds coming from my bedroom. I knew exactly what it was before I even opened the door, but I opened it anyways. My brother, my girlfriend, my bed. They both froze. She started crying immediately, saying it was a mistake, that it only happened once. He didn't say anything. He just grabbed his clothes and walked past me. Okay, time out before I even get any further. Bullshit, it only happened once. If they were comfortable enough to get down in your bed, ain't no way that was happening the first time. That's some bullshit right there. Just saying. I broke up with her on the spot. Told my parents what happened. My mom hugged me and said she was so sorry. My dad called my brother down and they had this huge screaming match. I thought my parents were on my side. 2 weeks later, my ex called me crying, saying she was pregnant. I told her to lose my number. She said she needed to tell me something, that it might be my brother's. Might be. I hung up. She told my parents, and this is where everything went sideways. My parents are super religious, like church 3 times a week, no sex before marriage, the whole 9 yards. They sat me and my brother down and said the baby needed a father and a stable home. Said my brother needed to step up and take responsibility. I agreed. I wanted him out of my life too. But then my mom said I needed to forgive and move forward as a family because that baby is still your niece or nephew. I said I wanted nothing to do with any of them. My dad got mad and said I was being selfish, that my brother made a mistake, but he was doing the right thing now. My ex and my brother got married 4 months later. My parents paid for the wedding with my college fund. I found out because I tried to access the account to pay for my spring semester and it was almost empty. My mom said they redirected the funds to help my brother and his new wife start their lives together, and that I should be happy to sacrifice for family. What? Didn't you already sacrifice your girlfriend or your brother when they decided to cheat? Then you were supposed to sacrifice her education because she was too stupid to make him wear a condom? How are all their bad decisions becoming your problem? Her problem should not be your emergency, and your parents are fucking assholes. Yes, I lost it. Said things I probably shouldn't have, but maybe you should have. My dad told me if I couldn't be supportive, then I needed to leave. So I did. I slept on a friend's couch for a month, then dropped out of school to work full time. It took me 3 years to save enough money to go back to school. I cut contact completely, blocked all of their numbers, didn't do any family events. 5 years later, I'm doing okay. Got my degree, landed a decent job in tech, bought a small condo. Then my mom called from a number I didn't recognize. She was crying, saying my dad lost his job 2 years ago and they'd been struggling. My brother's marriage fell apart. He moved back in with them, but wasn't helping with the bill. They were about to lose the house. And she said they made mistakes, but family is family. And could I please help them? Fuck no. You know how I can help you? I can help you by hanging up that phone so you can go pick up and dial somebody else's number. 1-900, don't give a fuck. I asked about the college fund. She said that money was gone. They used it for the wedding and the nursery and helped with the baby's medical bills. I asked if my brother contributed anything. She got quiet, then said he was going through a hard time and I should understand that people make mistakes. So what, he made a mistake and his dick slipped into your girlfriend's kuka? Nah. I told her I did understand. I understood that they chose him over me when it mattered, and now they wanted me to fix it. She started crying harder, saying they were going to lose everything, that my dad's health was bad, that they needed me. I said I needed them too back then, and they threw me out. Then I hung up. My brother somehow got my email and sent me this long message about how he's sorry, how he's changed, how the kid isn't even his. The DNA test proved it, but by then my ex had left him. He said I was the only one doing well, and if I didn't help, our parents would be homeless and that it would be my fault. No, the decisions they made put them in that situation. That doesn't make it your fault. It makes it their fault. I didn't respond. My phone's been blowing up with messages from extended family saying I'm heartless, that my parents are old and sick, and I'm abandoning them over something that happened years ago. My cousin called me and said holding a grudge this long is pathetic and makes me just as bad as my brother. But I keep thinking about how they took my money, my room, my future, and handed it all to the guy who betrayed me. How they picked him and didn't even hesitate. Some of my friends say I should help a little because they're still my parents and I'm in a position to do it. Others say I don't owe them anything. I don't know. Part of me feels guilty, but another part of me is still so angry I can barely breathe when I think about it. Am I wrong to say no? Am I the asshole? No, OP, you are not wrong to say no. You'd be the asshole if you said yes. You'd be the asshole to yourself. Because what you're then saying is, look, they told you, accept the new road plan or get out. They told you that 5 years ago. You did exactly that. And even though they took your college fund, they did all these things, you still found a way through hard work and determination. 3 years before you were able to go back to school, you were able to get your degree. You've gotten a good job. Where were they during all this time? Nowhere but sucking your brother's butt. That was it. But now that they need you, you're getting the emotional blackmail. Family helps family. Family doesn't hold grudges. Guess what else family does? Maybe not yours. They take responsibility for their own actions. They accept the consequences for their actions. Your brother didn't do that. Your ex didn't do that. Your parents didn't do that. You don't owe them shit. But I won't lie. Me being a petty bitch that I am, I'd fucking mail them 1 penny.